Hold on. A man airs out Remy Ma's whole affair right in the middle of a rap battle. The other guy doesn't even deny it. And Remy just stands there so quiet, so shook that without saying a single word, she confirmed everything. And the man she betrayed, his 15-year loyalty story is going to give you chills. This isn't just a scandal, this is betrayal of the person closest to you. Hey, loves, welcome back to Shella Elite. Today's episode is heartbreaking and spicy all at once because Remy Ma is being accused of using and dumping Papoose, a man who stood 10 toes down with her even while she was in prison, cheating, a public exposure at a rap battle, a knockout fight, and a snake from inside the house. This story has it all. So grab your tea, get cozy, and let's spill every single detail. Trust me, you're going to want to watch this whole thing. So let's start with the biggest bomb of them all. Remy and Easy stepped up to a rap battle against rapper Geechee Gotti, and Gotti aired out the entire affair right there mid-battle, went straight for the heart, didn't hold back a thing. And this wasn't some private conversation. This happened on a public stage in front of everyone, in front of the cameras. And this craziest part, Easy didn't even deny it. In fact, after Gotti dropped that bomb, he reacted like it was true, like he was accepting it. Now, be honest with me, the old Remy Ma we all knew would have grabbed the mic over one little bar and shredded whoever came at her. She would have gone off on Gotti right then and there for lying on her, for trying to break up her marriage. But this time, she was calm. She looked scared. And that one thing is exactly what convinced the whole internet that Gotti was telling the truth. Because when you're standing in front of the truth, that's when you go quiet. Her silence was her biggest confession. But hold on, the person who had to live through all of this betrayal, his story is the biggest and the saddest of all. Now, to really understand this drama, we've got to go back a little because that's when you'll see why this betrayal cuts so deep. Think about everything Papoose did for this woman. When Remy was locked up for a full 6 years, Papoose stood 10 toes down, never cheated once, never got caught even talking to another woman. He was the literal definition of ride or die, and it doesn't stop at loyalty. He tried to sneak her a skeleton key, meaning he risked getting into legal trouble himself for her. Think about how much love that takes to be willing to break jail rules for someone. That move got him banned from seeing her for 6 months, which pushed their wedding back even further. And still, through all of it, he exchanged vows with her over the phone while she was inside. And just think about it, the man who showed that kind of deep loyalty, the man who never once disrespected Remy publicly, who always said a man has to honor his queen, this is what happened to him. If this is betrayal, then what does loyalty even mean anymore? This is the emotional foundation that makes this whole story so heartbreaking. And now let's get to those red flags that were actually right in front of us months ago. We just didn't pay attention. And the truth is, the signs started showing up a long time ago. The first time people got suspicious was when Remy suddenly stopped posting Papoose on social media completely. And this is the woman who celebrated Papoose at every opportunity, who put him in her posts every chance she got. Her going quiet like that was strange on its own. Then came Father's Day, and this moment stung the most. Remy, who always showered Papoose on every occasion, didn't even wish him this time, not a single post. And as if that wasn't enough, Papoose wished himself a happy Father's Day. He posted a picture with his kids, including the 3 he had before Remy, and captioned it, "Family is everything." And in that whole picture, in that whole message, Remy was nowhere to be found. Now that can't be a coincidence. When a couple that always publicly celebrated each other suddenly starts erasing each other from their lives, you already know something broke inside. That silence was a scream all on its own. People had started connecting the dots and the picture was getting clearer, but the real explosion, the secret from inside the house, was still to come. Now comes the most shocking twist of this whole drama, the part that took it from a regular cheating scandal to a full-blown betrayal. This Easy, the block captain that the affair was with, He wasn't a stranger. He wasn't some outsider. He worked for their own business. He'd been running in Remy and Papoose's circle for years inside their trust, with access all the way into their home. A snake in the house. And that's exactly what makes this so poisonous. Because when betrayal comes from a stranger, that's one thing. But when it comes from inside your own circle of trust, from the person you trusted with your eyes closed, that wound cuts so much deeper. And then it didn't stay in words, it turned into hands. It's said that at a Chrome 23 battle rap event, the grudge card, Papoose spotted Remy and Easy getting real cozy with each other, and he lost it. He put hands on Easy and allegedly knocked him out. Easy tried to deny all of this on Twitter, kept saying people wanted bad things for him, that false stories were being made up. But here's the twist. The more he denied it, the more people believed it. And then he actually challenged Papoose himself, saying, "Real men do real things. Come clear these rumors up." He was basically publicly taunting Papoose. And now, after all of this, comes the world's biggest verdict. And this whole story ends on the fans' reaction. And honestly, their words were the sharpest and most painful of all. The entire internet was saying one thing. Papoose stood by this woman through her entire prison bid, waited for her, took risks for her, and this is what he got in return. People in the comments were saying Papoose held Remy down through her whole sentence, all 10 toes, just for her to come home and betray him. And then that one line that cut the deepest: Papoose is the first man in history to hold a woman down in jail, and look how she does him. Someone wrote that everybody can cheat, but not Remy, because what Papoose did, nobody else would do. And there's another perspective here that really makes you think. People were also saying that if you were going to cheat, at least do it with someone better, because fans were even mocking Easy's appearance. But the real point isn't about looks. The real point is about loyalty. This isn't just a scandal. It's a betrayal of the kind of loyalty you barely even find anymore. And that's the coldest, saddest part of this whole drama, that the most loyal person got the biggest betrayal. So tell me the truth. Loves, does Papoose really have every right to feel this hurt, angry, and humiliated after everything that has happened? Or is there still another side to this story that we haven't heard yet? Because the more this situation unfolds, the more complicated it seems to become. At this point, it's easy to understand why emotions are running so high. Nobody wants to feel publicly embarrassed, especially when personal relationships, private decisions, and serious accusations all become part of the conversation. But the bigger question is whether Papoose's anger is only about what happened publicly, or whether something much deeper has been building behind the scenes for a long time. And baby, that's where things get interesting. Sometimes humiliation is only the final trigger after months of frustration, disappointment, and unresolved issues. What we're seeing now could be the result of much more than one specific incident. There may be details that haven't been discussed publicly yet, and until those pieces come out, it's impossible to know exactly what pushed everything to this point. Could Papoose finally be reaching his breaking point? Is he reacting to the embarrassment itself? Or is this situation exposing problems that were already there long before the public got involved? Because every time another detail surfaces, fans seem to have even more questions. Some people believe Papoose deserves sympathy because nobody should have to deal with this kind of public humiliation. Others think there could be more happening behind the scenes and that we simply haven't heard the full story yet. And honestly, that's why I need to hear from you. Does Papoose have every right to be this angry and hurt? Or do you think there's still something much bigger hiding underneath all of this? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments because I genuinely want to know where y'all stand this time. And if you loved this tea, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Because the moment Papoose finally decides to break his silence, asterisk Sheila Elite will be right here covering every word, every reaction, and every new detail. Until the next spill, take care of yourselves, stay tuned, and as always, keep on gossiping.